Hey everyone, it's me, Joya, and today I'm going to show you a sneak peek inside of an estate sale in Washington, D.C. A lot of people know that I work with a lot of probate properties and estate sales, so I want to kind of show you this property, which is a estate sale, but it's also a good investor property. It is a duplex property, and I'm going to kind of walk you through it and show you the inside of it. But if you are interested in learning about probate or being able to buy probate properties, I'm your girl. Give me a call. You can click my link in my bio, and I'll be glad to talk with you about probate, how you can be able to market to probate, how you can be able to buy probate properties. So definitely hit me up. Let me know what you think. If you're interested in investing, this is the excellent property to be able to renovate and fix up. And also, if you're a new person and you want to learn about investing, I do have an investor class on my YouTube that you can actually watch and learn from it, especially for new beginners. There's a lot of information in the class I taught a while ago. And also, I teach about business credit and personal credit and how to get alternative financing. I do have an ebook to kind of help you out with that, to give you insight as part of my classes that I teach. You can also find that information in my link bio below. And then if you have any further questions, like I said, you can email me, you can call me. All my contact information is in the link bio below. So let's get started and see what this estate property looks like. Okay, here we are at the corner of 3rd and P Street Northwest. If anybody knows about 3rd and P Street Northwest, I am a Washingtonian. I was born and raised in this area, so I'm very familiar with it. It's not too far from downtown DC, actually it's minutes from downtown DC, and it's very well known in this area in regards to not too far from Shaw area. But here it is, we're in the Northwest area, and this is an estate sale property. You might have seen this on my little video I did of a couple of estate sale properties. So I decided to go ahead and kind of show you what it looks like on the inside and the out. So this is the outside of the property, and we're going to go inside of one of the units. And this is the one on the lower level. So let's walk in here and see what it looks like. Okay. I'm not sure if it has any lights in here. Of course, you know, sometimes you come to these properties, it's still sale properties. They're not always in the best of condition, but they do have good possibilities in regards to being able to renovate the existing property. Because as we see, this is a duplex. This is the first level of the duplex unit. And you can be able to see the condition of it as it is, which would be either a great rental, or in DC, they do something called condo conversions, where you can turn properties into a condo instead of a rental. There's a process for that you have to go through DC government. I have actually helped clients out to do properties that they want to convert into condos, into DC condos, and be able to resell each unit separately. But of course, like I said, that is a process that you have to go through with a certain type of attorney that deals with DC government condo conversion. So this is another part of the probate property here. As I said, these properties do need work because they are investor properties. They're not for like first time buyers. As you see, it needs a lot of work. But this can be turned into a beautiful renovation. Of course, I see you can go back here. As I said, it's not a lot of light, so you kind of walk through what we have. This is the utility area of the existing property. This is the kitchen of how the property looks on this first level. As you see, it needs a lot of work in regards to renovation costs, but it could be worth it. So it's something that you might want to consider as an investor, to be able to renovate it and make it a livable property. But if you have questions about state properties, please hit me up. And we're gonna go and see another property because I do have a client here who's want to look at the property. So I'm gonna stop this video and then we're gonna pick up from the second video. Okay?
your person's your person. Okay, so we can vote.
Okay, we are entering the second unit of the duplex building, which I mentioned to you, this is a probate property in DC on 3rd and P Street Northwest. So I'm kind of showing you these properties. I do get a lot of probate estate properties, whether they're actual physical buildings, commercial properties, land, you name it. In regards to estate sale, I'll probably become one of the main people that you can contact. We do have a course that talks about probate, so it's something that you're interested in learning about probate, the process, how to contact them, how to market to them. That's something else you can actually contact me on, and put your information in the email. You can actually access my information at the link below in my bio, and I'll be glad to talk with you about the probate class. I'll be glad to talk with you about buying probate properties if that's something you want to do. Now this property up here, the second level, is, it's okay. It still needs work. They have put in some carpet. Maybe the family members was trying to prepare for sale, but that didn't work out. So it still needs some work, and it's historical type of style house in DC. Most DC houses are historical, but it's not in a historic zone. So that's another separate requirement issue. So you don't have to follow certain historical requirements because it's not zoned in a historical section, I should say. So this right here is the bathroom, the existing bathroom. Like I said, it still needs work. As you see, this is a renovation property for an investor, not for a home buyer. It's for an investor who's looking to do an investment where they're looking to do a long-term for rental, or they're looking to do a rehab property where they can be able to fix it up as it is, turn to DC condos, if they want DC conversions, or if they want to actually put this house back as it used to be, based off the tax records many, many years ago. It used to be a regular single family home. So that could be a possibility too, turn it back into an existing single family home instead of a duplex type of unit. But again, these are estate properties, probates that I work with. And I work with many probates. I have probates for commercial properties. I have probates for residential. I have probates for land estates. So if you have any questions about probates, please give me a call. Let me know. Again, check me out. Click my link. Look at all my contact information. I have information there that you can actually get and share with other people who might be interested in real estate or curious about real estate. I do have an actual platform on my YouTube where you can watch some classes that talks about real estate investment. I have classes that talks about home buyers, some of the things that you can look for in the videos on my page. And of course, my page is Joya, the Extraordinary Realtor, or you can find me as Lane Clean. And last but not least, you definitely can find me as we go out. I can take my time as you go out. You can find me on All Things Real Estate. It's my YouTube page, All Things Real Estate. So this is the front as we go back, and I'm gonna take you around back. I'm gonna walk around back so you can see that part of the property. Okay, here I am back again. I'm walking around back from the front of the property, and we're gonna walk around and see the rear of the building of a two duplex estate sale property. This is the back side of the property, so you can see what it looks like, and the other houses that's next to it. This is from walking through the alleyway, and the house sits on the corner. That's one thing I should mention. The house sits on the corner, so that's a good thing. So it's not in the middle, it's an in unit. And this is the back side of the property where you can see the upstairs and you can see the downstairs. Alrighty, until next time, again, I'm your girl, Joya Johnson, the extraordinary realtor and land queen. And remember, all things real estate. Okay, here we are on 16th Street Northwest. This is an estate sale. I'm gonna show you the location again. This is one side of 16th Street, which take you straight up to Silver Spring, Maryland. This is the other side of the area of 16th Street. As you see, is a prime location in Northwest DC. So let's get started. Walk through the property. This is the front yard of the space. And we're gonna take a look at this lovely single family. Actually, it's a big, huge townhouse, single family townhouse style in DC. And I'm gonna kind of just turn around again a little bit here. Open the door so you can be able to kind of see the walking in. Let me see if some of these lights working here. You know, as you go to some of these properties, the lights could work and the possibility they could not. So this is the hallway of the, I should say more of the foyer area of the house entrance. We're gonna walk over here to the living room area. You can be able to see the living room area here. This is walking back. This is like the dining area here. This is the dining area. Okay. Maybe a light here? This is like a little light. So you can see it again. Alrighty. And this is the kitchen area. Again, this is an estate sale property. So this one is a little bit better than what we seen the other day. This is located on 16th Street Northwest. If you have any questions, if you're interested, this property is for sale because it's a estate sale. As you can see, I'll be glad to talk with you. All my contact information is in the link below. You can check it out. So let's keep walking through here. You can see they had did some type of a renovation update to their house. So they took care of their property. Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's check that out real quick. Again, with estate sales, they have so many different types of properties. Like I mentioned before, I do estate sale for your residential, commercial, land. I pretty much work with all parts of the real estate, but I like working with probate, helping people, you know, and their families to go through that process, because sometimes it can be a little challenging and it's hard at the same time. But if you're interested in learning about probate, understanding the process, how to fill out the paperwork, definitely give me a call. I'll be glad to talk with you about it. We do have an actual class that people can take to learn how to do their own probate paperwork and their filing. You know, interested in being able to buy estate properties, you can definitely give me a call because I'm your girl. When it comes to probate estates, have a lot of information and resources that will be beneficial to you. Okay, I do have a book of information from my class, which eventually I will create another ebook, so something that you can be able to use as a guideline in regards to probate estates. This is the hallway. See, this one's pretty good. I mean, you know, you still can do some upgrades to the property. I mean, they had this who had lived here before had this let me see if it's any lighting here. Yeah, it is some light right there, so you can see. Okay. Again, this property is in Washington, D.C., and this one is off of 16th Street Northwest, not too far from Silver Spring. If you go straight up 16th Street Northwest, anybody knows about Washington, D.C., that will take you straight into Silver Spring. Of course, you know I am a Washingtonian, born and raised. I used to live not too far from this house, believe it or not, right at 14th and Newton, which is right up the street from here. This is the bathroom that they have put in. This is actually a lovely property. It's kind of a mixture of, you know, historical, spacious, large townhouse in DC with some updates to it to kind of make it a little modern. And let's see what they did upstairs. They have an attic space, which normally is used like for storage. But let's see what they did upstairs. Okay, it's like a big open loft space up here. This is nice space, which could be used for a bedroom as well. Okay, in this property, you can see they have radiator heat, which is a boiler system, a boiler heating gas system. Okay, let's go back down. Again, if you have any questions about probate, if you want to learn how to fill out your paperwork for probate, interested in how to market for probate to do sales, definitely give me a call. Or you can email me. My information again is in my bio. I have a link there that has all my contact information. I'll be glad to speak with you about probate estates, or even signing up for one of the classes that is actually done online. We can do a class online. I used to do some in the workshop, but we can do classes online for probate. So if that's something you're interested in, take a class, learn how to do the paperwork, learn how to market a property, let me know. Let me see if there's a light for this bathroom. Sorry about that. Okay, so here is the light. Spaces, little half a bath. They created the space. Okay, let's walk back a little bit. Let's go through here again, and let's go to the basement and see what the basement is like. Like probate is, for me, is very interesting because you get to see all types of properties that can fall into your hand as, you know, estate sale. And everyone has a different, you know, things that needs to be done for estate sale. So, you know, it does take time. It is a process that you have to go through with estate sale. So it's not a quick turnaround, but it is beneficial in the long run if you're interested in the marketing and getting estate sale properties and being able to, you know, put them on the market or be able to buy them as investment property and fix them up. You know, it does take some time for it, but it is worth it in the end if you can get some good properties that way through estate sale. So as I mentioned to you before about the boiler system, that's the boiler system for this property. This is the basement, which is the typical height in DC. They're normally about 6 feet. You know, their basements are built, you know, from way back when back in like the early, you know, 19, maybe mid 1958, 1960 when they, or even 1970 when they was building these type of properties. This does have a walkout, as you see here. It do have off-street parking as well, and I will go on the outside and show you the outside parking. Okay, I'm on the back side of the property on 16th Street. As you see, this is the back side. This is the neighborhood on the back side of the property, which is across from it. And I'm going to show you the back side of the house on 16th Street. As you can see, this is the back side. Let me back up a little bit so you can see the whole back side of the house. This is the house here, okay? And this is the back side of the 16th Street property on Northwest, which I told you it has a walkout. So you're able to walk out of the basement area, has parking on both sides. It's a parking on this side and it's parking on the other side. And this is the alleyway, which is directly behind it. And this is a great property. This is really a great property, great location to be in DC. Like I said, you're right in between Silver Spring, Maryland, which is further up the road, as well as you going towards back downtown, down 16th Street Northwest. And here is the property here. So if you have any questions about probate, you're curious, you want to take a class, you want to learn how to market probate, market probate or estate properties, I should say, definitely give me a call. I can talk with you about how to market, how to research, how to find properties. And again, all my contact information is in the link below. I would definitely be glad to talk with you. If you are interested, this property, particular on 16th Street, this property is for sale, and you can be able to buy it. It'll be coming on the market. So please give me a call if you have any questions. You can reach me at my link below.